Hi you guys, welcome back to the channel. Welcome for those who are new to the channel. My name is fransica and John. Welcome you guys. The Lord gave me, I was just sitting here and he dropped this word in my spirit and he say, I don't know why he's using plenty example to explain plenty things, but this is how Jesus Christ oftentimes, if you look in New Testament, when he would be speaking to his disciples, he would use earthly things that they understood, like he know that they would understood planting seeds, and he would use that parable and he would use certain kinds of parable to explain things to them, right? So this is how he's using me, how he's speaking to me to explain it to you guys, right? So this is why oftentimes he will come through certain things that what you would explain it through this and through that. Sometimes he will speak directly, he speak differently to us, right? So what he was, the example, he gave me this great message through, he said, I want you to tell them it like this. He said, picture you guys like who have washing machines, right? You have washing machines. Picture you are the clothes that is in that washing machine, right? Picture you are the clothes. This ties in a lot with the word that I release when with the hurricane word that I released, that he's making your house hurricane proof. If you haven't watched it, go and check it out, right? He's making your house hurricane proof. This ties in with it. He said, picture you are the clothes that is in a washing machine. And he said, if the water just came down on that clothes, it does nothing to it. The stain will not move from that clothes. It will not take away all the dirt that is in it. It will still stay the same way. He said, but what happens when the machine start to move? Just like our tornado and just like our storms come about, when it start to move and it start to spin cycle come on and start to shake it up and it start to do this and it start to do that and it start to do all kind of things to it. This is when the soap that was in that you put in the washing machine, because there's some ingredients you'll put in the washing machine with the clothes, right? But this is when the ingredients start to take effect. They start to do what they supposed to do. It start to wash out. It start to take clean out everything that is in it. Why is this? It's because the Lord say it's just like this with some of you all. When the Lord wants to wash away something, change some habits about you, change some ways that is inside of you that is not clean, that is not righteous, that is dirty, that is not of him. What he does it via what you will call the storms of life. Oh Lord, I know why so much thing happened to me. What could go wrong has gone wrong, just like he does it through the storm. If you notice the washing machine, the spin cycle look like a tornado, is like that, right? He does it through the storms. Things that he does it through the storms, through the problems, through the afflictions, so that the word, the wisdom, the word, the correction will take root, so that they will learn wisdom. Because I've been corrected with that, whom I love it, I chase it, I chastise. Just as a father did a child, when you spank that child or when you correct that child, when you discipline that child, what happens is that that child learn, okay, that was something wrong I'm doing, and they learn wisdom, right? And the Lord say, through all of these storms, you are like that clothes. And when he wants to change things about you, when he wants to clean things out of you, when he wants for you to never think of yourself like that again, or never allow persons to do things like that to you again. Because sometimes it don't have to be like, okay, you're a bad and evil person. It could be just certain mindset things that you have, and the Lord wants to clean that completely off of your mind. Never think of yourself so low again. Never do that again. Never think, never allow individuals to do that again. Sometimes some things come about, some friends betray, some stuff happens in your life like storms, one after the next, and it comes so that it can take away certain kinds of things, certain kind of view, understanding, or ways that you view you yourself, or certain kinds of things that you do that the Lord sees that you're mental to is the success that He wants to give you. There's some things He wants you to reach, some goals He wants you to reach, and if you still continue on in this mind setting, you will not be able to reach it. So He does things via the storms of life, just like closing a machine, so that what He has put in will do what it's supposed to do, which is clean, and make you into who He has called you to be, one that is spotless. It was said to those that are overcome, are overcomers robe. A spotless white overcomer's robe will be handed to them. When He wants to clean you, He run you through the spin cycle. Everything that could going wrong is to shake out some dirt, some dirty ways in you, some mindset thing that is not of Christ, some things that you pick up from persons putting you down, some things that you pick up from this, some things that you want to shake out all of those things from in you. Wash it clean. And He does it through the storms, and you might not like everything, Lord. All kind of thing going on. I don't know why this happened. I don't know why this friendship. I don't know why that's supposed to be my friend. And I don't know this person is supposed to be this, and this is supposed to be my family, and this is supposed to be my plan. And I don't know why this. And then, what do you think is gonna happen? You're gonna learn wisdom eventually when you're done all those stairs. You're never gonna put yourself in certain situation. You're never gonna think certain way. Some ways, some clean ways is gonna develop in you. Some ways that is how to say, some ways that is needed for your success and your upgrade is gonna come about in you, because all those things would have washed out some things that people ain't gonna be walking on you again. People ain't gonna walk all over you and say all kind of things about you, and you're gonna allow it again. The spin cycle, the correction, because you hadn't, and you ain't listening to the Lord or whatever, because you hadn't, you're allowing, you're saying yes to everything, and then look what happened, or whatever it is, and that, and you're tired to the bone, and you wherever it is, and now you're sick, or whatever it is, and you're basically gonna learn every time life corrects you, every time you gain, every time you get chastised, every time you gain the discipline, every time you get correct. That's why it's called correction. Every time you get correct, meaning you was doing something wrong, you are learning. The Lord said, just like closing a machine, you had to get shake up. You had to get shake up for some things to come out of you. You had to get rough up. You had to get some rough up for some things to come out of you. And sometimes it ought to be, oh, you do this or you do that, or you're a bad person or whatever it is. It can just be some ways that you have learned, some things that is in you that is detrimental to your success. The Lord wants to give you a successful life, and you are unable to have that because there are some things. Some of you are too softy. Some things that you have to change about yourself. And He does it via the spin cycle, the storms, the hurricane, the tornado, the things that come and mess up your mind and mess up your this and mess up your that. He does it through that, so that you can be cleaned. Just like closing a machine. Come out smelling good. Stay blessed, stay strong. Bye, saints.